Welcome to Aspiring Gentleman's Spirit and Wine Review. Today we are actually going to do a wine tasting on all of these bourbons here and whiskeys are from the Jim Beam family. Jim Beam is very popular. It's in every bar across the U.S. and restaurant. You can pretty much order it anywhere. They do have some higher end stuff, which I like actually better than the normal Jim Beam. Don't get me wrong, I do like Jim Beam. I even went to did their tasting years ago, and I still have my shirt from it, so I do love their product. So I'm really excited about this tasting, and hopefully you're excited just as much as I am. So we're going to start here with the Baker 7. This is actually aged for 7 years in the warehouse before we're able to enjoy it. It's really full in color. It's actually a really great sipping whiskey bourbon. Has really beautiful color to it. You can really smell the brown sugar to the nose, a little bit of fruit. I need to get a little extra in there because it is delicious. It has this little sweetness of the brown sugar. This is actually really good if you know someone who is just starting to really enjoy it. It's really smooth. There's a hint of vanilla. The brown sugar brings a little sweetness to it. This is beautiful for sipping, or if you want to mix it with a cocktail. I wouldn't recommend it. I would probably just add a little bit of a water back, touch of water in it, just so it opens up a little more for the tasting. Yep, I'll be back to this one later. Okay, so we're gonna move over to the only rye whiskey I have today. It is Knob Creek Rye. I'm a really big fan of the normal Knob Creek. I've never had the rye before until today. It's actually a little smoother than the normal. I really enjoyed it. I actually, I'm going to make an old fashioned out of this. What I did last night is I always have cherries in my freezer. I eat a lot of smoothies with cherries in it. So I took some of my cherries and I marinated them in the Knob Creek last night. So I actually am going to make a delicious old fashioned out of it. I prepped it so you wouldn't have to look at me do that. So, but I'm going to try it by itself. You can really taste that rye spice, but not too overpowering. If you're not a fan of rye bread or rye spice, you will be a fan of this. It's nothing like what you think. Okay, I do taste some red fruits in it, and that hint of vanilla, which I always love. So what I have here is an orange slice already muddled and some of my marinated black cherries. So I muddled it. If you have a muddler, if you don't have one, I highly recommend to get one. I already added my bitters and a little bit of sugar. So all I need is to add my alcohol. If I can get it open, let me add a little more in there. Forgot my stir. I just stir it with this little bad boy here. And voila, a simple old fashioned. I know it sounds a little weird, but I normally don't put ice in my old fashions. I don't like cold whiskey or bourbons. I like them room temperature. So if you're like me, you might want to try an old fashioned without ice. But if you do like it cold, I highly recommend putting ice in it. But me personally, I'm not a big ice fan. I'd rather drink it room temperature. Okay? Well, I hope you enjoyed my tasting as much as I did. I'm going to continue drinking, and I hope you go out and buy a bottle and drink with me. Cheers.